guys, I'm back to share my latest junk journal with you. This one is not a design team project, but I love it. I love how it came out. There's some things that are not my favorite, but I still love everything about it. Yeah, I just love it. It is a envelope folio journal. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. We'll go through it. It's got a lot of things to it. The initial construction, the initial setup, I followed a tutorial by Nonstop Paper Crafts here on YouTube, and she's on Facebook, and I believe that is her username on Facebook as well. But then after the initial, the initial setup or construction, I changed the papers around and did my own thing, and mine doesn't look anything like hers, because that's just how I roll. But let's go through it. So the initial cover, or the main cover, is a 9 by 12 manila or orange colored envelope that has been reinforced both inside and out. I used the industrial grunge journal kit from My Porch Prints on here. I did lots of sewing, and again, it's reinforced. It's got a fabric spine on it. Make sure I'm in. So this is a paper from the kit. I love the kit. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite kits. And then the closure. I love the closure. Look at this. It's I put a chain on it, and then I put, this is a fishing swivel, and then one of these old-timey bulldog clips. So it just comes off and goes on like that. Isn't that cute? I love it. Oh, but anyway, so I'm going to take this off for a second. This part, you can leave it on or take it out. Slides out like that. So you can take it with you if you want. I put a plate here. All this is papers from the kit, primarily. So I put the plate over there's a little date stamp here. So this folds out like this, and there is a big tag here that you can journal in the back. I'm going to leave that over here for a second. Turn it over. Again, this is another 9 by 12 envelope that I have, reinforced with papers from the kit. And this one is slightly flexible, so it doesn't feel like super rigid, but it's rigid enough to where you can, if you take it with you on the go, you can put paper, there's paper in there you can write. This is a tag that I made. And then here is one of those, I forget what those called, but this opens up like this. And then I put some paper in here, different pieces from one of the envelopes, some writing paper in that, so place to write in there. So again, if you're going somewhere and you take your journals with you, but maybe you're just running into the grocery store or something, you can put your grocery list on there. And then this is just the back that allows it to slip into the front of the journal. Okay, okay. I know it goes in there because it was in there, right? Okay, and then there's a little pocket here, kind of a hidden pocket, and it just slips in there so easily. Okay, then it opens up. And let's see, I put a quote here, and it says, "Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Leo Tao. I think that's how you pronounce his name. So I put that quote on there that I had. This is a card from from a different piece of paper of my own stash. Again, I'm trying to incorporate some of my own things rather than just rely on the kits. So the journals are more unique. Not one journal will ever be the same. I won't make a series of journals. They're going to be one and onlys. I may use the same kit more than once, but the journals will be different each time. This is a journaling card with some music paper and a piece of paper from the kit. This also is a trifold, but this one does not release from the cover. Okay. And this is why it's a folio, and I'm on fabric, so it doesn't want to slide. Okay, there we go. This is also a little flippy thing. We have a pocket here that has a little tag from my own stash. Journaling card from my own stash, a tag that I made. I like this tag. One of the things that I wasn't too terribly happy about with this journal is some of the tags that I made didn't quite, they're not my favorite. They're very much industrial. This is a grungy industrial journal, so they very much lend to that. They're just not my favorite. Not because there's anything wrong with them, they're just not my favorite. So we have a belly band here naturally, and then this flips open and you have another little hiding spot with a pocket. Papers from my own stash tucked in there. One's a card and one's a tag. Okay, and then this just folds over and you can tie it up so when you flip it open, things don't go flying. And then this is another one of those things that I'm not going to undo it because there's nothing in there right now, but I made a vellum pocket for you to stick things in. It's a nice tall vellum pocket. And then this goes over like that, and this folds over. This is a hidden pocket with a vellum window and another one of those big tags. And you could put something on the tag so it could show through the window. Oh, yeah, you can see it a little bit there. Then this flips open. You could put something back here. This I didn't make any pockets or anything like that because I wasn't sure. I wanted to make sure I had enough room for everything, and I wasn't sure how to gauge it. This is the first time making one like this, so I didn't want to put too much back here. Yeah, but you definitely could expand on this journal or this folio journal. Okay, we'll get to the journal in a second. Here's the flippy pocket, one of those flippy pocket things that I made. Got several bits of ephemera from my own stash that I included. This is a playing card. I love the aesthetic on the back, so I just put paper here, and you can still see the numbers on that from the card, but so you can write on it. Tag. And then on this side we have a couple more bits of ephemera from my own stash. You can write on the back. Journaling card that I made with scraps. It's actually an index card, so I wanted to show the lines on that one. One of my tags. This one came out okay. Again, not my favorite, but it came out okay. Again, lots of sewing in the journal. This is a collaged envelope with a tag that I made. And you just stick it in there. And it also, bring it down, right? You can see through the window. And another tag in a pocket. So lots of little hiding places. Here's where you can see the eyelet, and then this folds over. I guess I could have included maybe a writing board, I guess is what people call them. I don't know. You guys let me know. But anyway, so on to the journal. The journal is held in by eyelets. It's a hidden spine. Okay. I saw something. It's tied up here. You can totally untie it and add more pages, take out pages. Even the pages aren't totally like in there super tight. So you definitely could replace pages, exchange pages. I wanted it to be, because it's very interactive, I wanted it to be something that you could use over and over. So once you used up all these pages, maybe you'd want to put more of your own paper in there. So that was my thought for making that kind of binding. Yeah. So this is a paper from the kit. All this papers here is all papers from the kit. All of the aesthetic that's on the outside. Okay. Another tag and a vellum pocket. One of my handmade papers. I don't tea dye, so yeah, you won't. Those of you that don't like tea dyeing, you'll be happy to know that I don't tea dye. It's not my thing to do. I don't have time for it, so I don't do it. Yeah, I make my papers another way. So let's quickly. This is a handmade paper here. This is a paper clip. I'm using papers from the kit, and it just, there we go. You can put it anywhere. I put an ephemera piece from my own stash in there. Another one on this side. Pick my own papers. Vintage now this is tea dyed, but I bought this from a seller, so it came tea dyed. Little ephemera card from my own stash, my own handmade papers, lots of writing space. Yeah, one of my own handmade papers, handmade paper, lined paper, handmade paper. This is the middle of the signature. So you untie this, and you have hidden pockets. Got just different stuff from my own stash in there, and that is also where you will see that the binding is tied in. So you could definitely untie it and take it out. And so nobody is the wiser that they would really really have to look at this or untie it to see that there's hidden pockets there. Okay, just looks like a decorative element when you see it all together. See? Yeah. The other sides of those papers. Again, lots of places to write. Another piece of ephemera from my own stash. Added some lots of different papers. I did not put a lot because there was so much. I used so much of the kit papers within the aesthetic. The decor of the journal. I did not really include it. I didn't want to include any in the actual journal part other than the one outside cover. And again, you have a vellum pocket here. So this just, it does lay flat. And another thing I did like about this is that that wherever you go, it does lay flat. Unlike a journal that's kind of like sewn in to the spine, you don't get that flatness. You know, you can go to almost any page, and while it's kind of sitting up because it's against the rest of this book, it really does lay flat, and you can write on here. There's nothing that's hindering you, so that is one thing I do like about the non-sewn in journals. Yeah. So again, you can slide it in and out however you want it, and replace it or untie it or whatever case may be. And then it just folds up like that, and then you just clip it to your front, and you're good to go. And it just looks so cute. I love it. And then this you can, before you close it up, you can put that down in there on either side so it doesn't stick out. And there you are. So, and then I put a pen clip and pen there, and you could add all kinds of. This one I left. I didn't bling it up because I didn't have any charms that kind of lent to the aesthetic of the journal. But you definitely could, you know, get some charms that relate to this aesthetic, and add them to the chain there. And I see something that was not. One moment, please. There we go. Okay. Apparently I forgot to cut off that little tiny bit. You guys know I'm a little OCD. Okay. All right, good deal. So yeah, that's it. I love this journal. This journal will probably be going into my shop tomorrow. I need to get pictures and upload it. So if you're interested, it will be available. That is it for now. See you guys in the next video or stream. Love you all. Be good. Be creative. See you guys later. Bye.